A very deadly 2 weeks for police officers in the United States. I'm going to give you the numbers. Another police officer, this time in Maine, shot and killed yesterday 62-year-old Somerset County, Maine Deputy Eugene Cole. He'd been with the department 13 years, began his law enforcement career at 49 years old. His son, also a deputy with the agency, and tragically yesterday, Officer Cardillo Santander of the Dallas Police Department, who was shot earlier this week, succumbed to his injuries and died. He was shot in the head while detaining and trying to arrest that suspect who had shoplifted. Then they found had a felony warrant in a Home Depot store in Dallas. So going back 2 weeks, you recall it's happening so often. We lost Sergeant Sean Gannon of the Yarmouth Police Department in Massachusetts on April 12th. We lost Deputy Sergeant Noel Ramirez and Deputy Keller Lindsay of the Gilchrist County, Florida Sheriff's Office on April 19th. We saw Corporal Eugene Cole, Somerset County, Maine, shot to death yesterday, and Police Officer Cardillo Santander of Dallas PD succumbed to his injuries, as I mentioned, and died. We also lost 2 officers to automobile crashes on duty. Casey Shomate of the Miller County Sheriff's Office in Missouri, and Police Officer Tammy Yegan of the Patterson, New Jersey Police Department in automobile crashes, on-duty automobile crashes, every bit as much as tragic. And Detective Sergeant Brian Scott Casino of the Newcastle Police Department in Pennsylvania passed away of a heart attack on duty. Policing is a very stressful job. So in the last 2 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 police officers of various causes, 5 by gunfire, 2 by automobile crash, 1 heart attack while carrying out his job duties. Yet the left continues to vilify police. Now, we know some details about the person who killed Corporal Cole in Somerset County, Maine. This is going to infuriate you. Suspect, John Williams, still wanted. He hasn't been caught. He had been arrested in Massachusetts, Essex County, Massachusetts, on a gun charge March 22nd of 2018, only a month, a couple of days before he killed Deputy Cole, Corporal Cole. The judge in the case was a history. Judge named Michael Patton, who has a history of going easy on violent offenders, released his bail from $10,000, $7,500, then to $5,000, despite objections from the assistant district attorney. These judges are out of control. This is a guy who had been arrested in 2006 for burglary, who had been arrested in 2017 for theft, and was arrested March 22nd, 2018 in gun-free New Hampshire, Massachusetts, where they crack down on guns. What's the point? What is the point of all of these draconian laws that infringe on the Second Amendment, that infringe on our other rights, if liberal judges are not going to enforce the law? If liberal judges are going to keep setting these people free to prey on society? That's the problem. Why are we not holding judges to the same standards that we hold police officers and the general public? There's a concept called transferred intent. If I drive you to a liquor store, you go inside to rob that liquor store. I know you're going to rob the liquor store. Even if I don't know that you intend to kill the clerk in the liquor store, and you do, I still, in most states, get charged with that murder. I'm part of the criminal conspiracy. My actions led to the death of that innocent person. My driving you, had I not driven you to that liquor store, you wouldn't have been there to kill the employee. Why then are we not applying that same standard to judges? If a judge looks at a suspect with a laundry list of violent felonies on their record, and they're currently standing in front of that judge for a violent crime, a gun offense, a robbery, a rape, a attempted murder, a violent assault, and that judge, because they're so far left from being in government, decides to give them $5,000 bail, and a month later that person goes out and murders a police officer, an innocent, a dad driving to his son's baseball practice, if that judge, excuse me, is responsible for that savage being on the street, why are we not charging that judge with something related to that crime when that judge gave the bare minimum? Judges should be held accountable. I don't want to hear about judicial discretion anymore. I don't want to hear about judicial immunity anymore. The families of the dead cops and innocents don't want to hear it. If a judge wants to give the minimum for violent crimes, if they want to be these bleeding hearts, then let them do it under some sort of penalty, under some sort of criminal charge, under some sort of financial sanction, losing their judgeship, being disbarred, whatever it may be. But we cannot allow judges to keep putting these savage predators back on the street to prey on the most innocent among us and those who put their lives on the line to protect us. Look, cops have a dangerous enough job every single day with unknown threats. It is inexcusable that judges are putting known threats back on the street to prey on police officers and the public, and it is long past time we started holding these judges accountable. This is very important content, and I want to keep exposing these far-left judges that are putting us all in danger. Really happening around the world. Doesn't matter if you're in the U.S., Canada, the U.K. These far-left judges are putting everyone in danger around the world. Help me do that by subscribing to our premium service at www.therebel.media/shows.